So I've made an assignment that is to make a proposal for services. Here's the web page for first year experience at Susquehanna, and your proposal for services is going to deal with something similar to this. So a proposal for services, let's find out what it is. Oftentimes communications agencies get what's called an RFP. It's called a request for a proposal. And basically, it's a document that is sent out by a company to a variety of small media companies or other creative agencies. And the document that they send out would say, hey, we have a project that needs done. How would you do it and what would you do for it? So what happens is after the request for proposal is received by your company, then you would do what's called a proposal for services. And so let's look at the document that I sent out. Here is the assignment document, and I've revised this just a little bit so it makes more sense, because I know I had some bad things on it when I first turned it out. So our assignment is a proposal for services that deals with advice for first year students. The background is that students have adjustment problems with college, and so this is the problem we're trying to solve. Okay, and we have content. I've made you capture content for this in the visits for your selfies. So for example, if I come over here and I pick one of our selfies, here's some of the content that you've gathered individually. And now what I want you to do is I want you to take this type of content and use it in your proposal for services, and use the content that is the content from your whole team. Now, if your team doesn't have enough content because maybe everybody went to the same locations, then you should go and ask other organizations on campus to give you a little bit more help on the content. Does that make sense? Yes. Well, I understood it anyway. Okay, sorry about that. I diverse. So what is a proposal for services? Well, here's what it is. You get an RFP, and then you write back and you create a document that says this is what we're going to do. And it has items in it such as, here's our plan, here's how long it will take, here's why it's needed. So we're going to answer, here's why the media is needed to solve this problem. We might say how much it will cost. We might say this is why our idea is such a good idea. Then what you do is you give us a proposal for services. And I have 3 proposal for services linked right here. 1, 2, 3. I found these online and they're good. They're good. Let me show you the first one. This one is a sample, and it has sample information in it. You could fill this out. So it is a marketing agency proposal template. This one starts with a little letter to the customer. It talks about your company. So here's about our company, what our company is, how we deal with integrity, what our services are, our online marketing services. And then it says, these are the things we're going to do for you. We are going to produce this product, and here's a description of it, this product, and here's a description of it. In this particular one, they do a cost breakdown. They also do some time frames. Do they do time frames? Yeah, here's our time frames. So this one is pretty straightforward and pretty simple. Let me go to the next one on this. Let's look at this one. This one is a blog post, and the woman has a typo here in the beginning, but that's okay. So she has 9 elements that should be in an essential marketing proposal. A cover page, basically it tells what's happening. An executive summary is a 1-page or a simple short summary that somebody can read and understand the rest of the document. It's like a short synopsis of what the document's going to be. The goals and the challenges of the project we're going to do. She suggests that you put down the deliverables and the approach. So this means, what do you get? When we do a project for you, what do you get? And then, how are we going to do it? That's the deliverables and that's the approach. So here's the description of that stuff. Then at the bottom, she has a summary, and the scope of the work. And so you may want to say, well, we're going to make so in summary, we're going to make a 3-minute video, and we're going to do a 20-page PowerPoint presentation, and we're going to do this. So there's where your items are. Success metrics, this might be, here's what you can you expect. You could expect first-year students to do something by 6%, or have less students drop out of college. She has the same thing here. She has about us, some case studies, and then some conditions of the contract. Well, you're not going to need that in yours. And here's one that was actually done by an agency for the law school, and they took the names out. But this is an actual real proposal, and you can see exactly how this proposal was done. This is a proposal for a website. So what we want you to do is create a proposal for handling the problems of advice for first-year students. So you put it. So what you decide then. Okay. So I'm going to go back here. Let's go back to here. Now, on this proposal document, I'm going to click View, and I'm going to click on Outline, and you can see this outlined better. It's a simple way to view a Word document. So we've covered the background. We've covered the content that you already have. We covered what is a proposal for services. So what you need to do is you need to take your content and organize it. What is the key messages? What do you want to say to first-year students? The content's going to be the same for all of the media that you produce, but the way you produce it, you're going to do different. You're going to produce the content differently if it's an audio show, or if it's a video, or if it's a print piece, or if it's a poster. So you make the content match the media, the medium that you're using. So plan a strategy for your campaign. What are you going to make? Is it going to have audio, video? Are you going to do radio? Do you want to do print? Do we need a PowerPoint? What about web? Do you need some email? Do you want some posters? Well, I don't have one here. What about social media? I'll just add that. Social media. Okay. And then you need to say, okay, what's going to be in each of these? How do they work together? And how will I use these different options? Am I going to do a radio show? Am I going to do a YouTube video? Am I going to do a television commercial? Okay, so then what you do is you make a proposal that explains how it works. Here are some of the requirements of the proposal. And here is an interesting site that you can use to build your proposal called LucidPress. And I've used this a number of times. It's a free website. You can sign in, and it has templates, simple templates. So what you could do is you could use a print template to do a proposal that's similar to this document. Okay, so the assignment is do a proposal for services. You're not doing the projects. You're just telling me what your company will do for me, since I'm the one that wants to improve the way first-year students deal with problems. So I want to have advice for first-year students, and I want your company to tell me what media I should use and how to use that media and what the media should be and what your ideas for that are. So you're making a proposal for services, and that's what's going to be turned in. Hopefully this will help you understand what we're doing better.